Hi friends, it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to share my September TBR with you, and I'm doing things a little different. The TBR jar is back. I've done it in the past. I'm doing it again. I also made these little scratch off cards. I know these are pretty popular right now, and I know you can buy some scratch off cards from somewhere, but I just made my own on the back of this really pretty paper that I had, and I got the little scratch off stickers, and then I just wrote read or unhaul because that is the plan. So I did two different genres. I did romance and thrillers because those are my two favorite genres, and I just wrote books that I have on my physical TBR, and I'm gonna pick one thriller and one romance, and I'm gonna hopefully read or unhaul those this month. And then I also have my TBR jar, which the prompts that are in here, they're prompts rather than books, but the prompts in here were submitted by my patrons. So there's like 40 to 45 prompts in here, and they got creative, y'all. So we're gonna see what I choose. I'm gonna choose 3 of these. So 2 of these, 3 of these, and then I'm hoping, fingers crossed, hoping that some of the prompts fit these 4 books, because these 4 books have to be read in the month of September. So if they do not fit the prompts, I will also share these 4 books with you. So let's go ahead and get started. What should we do first? Should we do our scratch off card or should we do our prompts? 2 of these, 3 of these. Maybe I'll do 1 of these, and then I'll do these. No, I'll do these. Okay, so I'm gonna choose 1 thriller and 1 romance, which I like that I did the different color papers for, you know, each one. Yeah, and you cannot see through that sticker. So I'm just gonna shuffle them, and I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm gonna choose this one. Okay, that was a thriller, and then I'll choose this romance. So I'm gonna put the other cards over here, and then we're gonna do these 2. But I forgot a coin. Oh, just kidding. I have a dime. Okay, so let's do the thriller pick first. Okay. It is I Am Pilgrim by Terry Hayes. So I actually heard about this book because the second book recently released sometime this summer, I believe. And I heard that, I actually heard about it on a podcast, and they really loved this book. So, an anonymous young woman murdered in a rundown hotel, all identifying characteristics dissolved by acid. A father publicly beheaded in the blistering heat of a Saudi Arabian public square. A notorious Syrian biotech expert found eyeless in a Damascus junkyard. Smoldering human remains on a remote mountainside in Afghanistan. A flawless plot to commit an appalling crime against humanity. One path links them all, and only one man can make the journey. Pilgrim. So yeah, I heard this is like a, I don't know, global kind of thriller. So I'm really looking forward to it. It is long though, and I've never read. Okay, it's over 600 pages, guys. It's cool. It's cool. I Am Pilgrim, a thriller by Terry Hayes. The pages are really thin, and they feel different than normal book pages. Anyway, so this is the first book on my September TBR. All right, let's scratch that romance book now. Okay. Things You Save in a Fire by Catherine Center. Got it. Very excited about it. I do enjoy Catherine Center books. Okay. This is obviously one of her backlist. Casey Hanwell was born for emergencies. As one of the only female firefighters in her Texas firehouse, she's seen her fair share of them, and she's a total pro at other people's tragedies. But when her estranged and ailing mother asks her to give up her whole life and move to Boston, Cassie suddenly has an emergency of her own. Okay, so thanks to the scratch-off cards, these are 2 of the books that are going to be on my September TBR. Maybe I should keep the little card inside the book so that I know where I got those from. Okay, so that's 2. Okay, scratch off cards done. Let's move on to the TBR jar. And like I said, we're going to choose 3. Okay. First one. Oh, the colors of the papers mean absolutely nothing. I'm just, okay. Okay, from Kayla. Read a book that matches your current fall aesthetic. Okay. Oh, okay. So I don't know what my fall aesthetic is yet, but what could I make my fall aesthetic, you know? I do like traditional, like fall colors, you know, oranges, browns, yellows, things that look like that, but I mean, this could be my fall aesthetic. Okay, let's see. Let's look at my shelf. I'm trying to look at my shelf. My current, let me turn on this light so maybe we can see the books that I'm working with here. Okay, my current fall aesthetic. Ooh, this one might work. That's pretty cool. The last verse. I also, okay, my fall aesthetic. Oranges, browns. Oranges, browns, yellows. Oh, this is the one. I'm pretty sure. I think this is spring though. But like, this is so cute. I think this is the one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with In the Weeds by 𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒅 for my fall aesthetic. I think Kayla would approve. Okay, so let me put this little, I didn't show you guys the paper. There we go. So I'm going to put that in the book. Oh, and then I actually got this book from another one of my patrons, Sandra. So I'm going to put this in there. Okay. That's 3 books. That's 3 books. Okay. Choose another one. Okay. Another. This one is from Jessie. Something under 150 pages. Jessie. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, under 150 pages. Okay. Let's look up this one. See how many pages this has. Under 150. Okay. Oh no, it has over. Okay, I'm thinking a graphic novel. I'm thinking 𝒑𝒏𝒂𝒔. I don't know how many pages it has though. Maybe I can look it up on Goodreads. I would need to go get my phone. I think I'm gonna do 𝒑𝒏𝒂𝒔, An Adventure Overdue. This was put on our radar by Melissa, another one of my patrons. And then I know Keisha has read it, and now I need to read it. So I'm gonna look this up on Goodreads and make sure it's under 150 pages, but that sounds like the perfect thing to choose. Okay, so now we have 4 things on our TBR. Okay, one more, last one. Okay. Okay, good, I got a yellow one. Okay, this is from Keisha. Okay, so Keisha says, read a spooky middle grade or graphic novel. Okay, so I actually own 0 spooky middle grade right now. So I'm gonna have to go for a graphic novel. Let's see what I come up with. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with Another Kind, and this is about a group of supernatural kids that are tucked away in a government facility nicknamed the Playroom. 6 not quite human kids learn to control their strange and unpredictable abilities. Life is good or safe, at least hidden from the prying eyes of a judgmental world. That is, until a security breach forces them out of their home and into the path of the Collector, a mysterious being with leech-like powers. Can the group band together to thwart the Collector's devious plan, or will they wind up the newest addition to his collection? Ah, that sounds perfect. And the artwork is really, really pretty. So, okay. So, those are my 5 books that were chosen by my TBR jar and my scratch off cards. And then I also have, like I said, 4 books that I need to read anyway. The Final Gambit by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I'm going to be reading this for my Patreon read along. We're reading through the series. This is the 3rd book. We're on to the 3rd month. To inherit billions, all Avery Grimm's has to do is survive a few more weeks of living in Hawthorne House. The paparazzi are dogging her every step. Financial pressures are building. Danger is a fact of life. And the only thing getting Avery through all of it is the Hawthorne brothers. Her life is intertwined with theirs. She knows their secrets and they know hers. So I can't wait to continue in this series. I'm actually having the discussion for the 2nd book tomorrow, and I can't wait to jump into this one. I'm probably going to do it sooner rather than later. I also am going to be reading Your Table is Ready, Tales of a New York City Maitre d'. This is for my in-person book club. It's a nonfiction about a maitre d' that lived and worked in New York City and some of the like very buzzy, popular restaurants. And from the glamorous to the entitled, from royalty to the financially ruined, everyone who wanted to be seen or just to gawk at the hottest restaurants in New York came to places like that this guy helped run. So yeah, I'm very interested in this one. I am going to be rereading Bunny by Mona Awad. And I know what you guys are thinking, what the heck, Gwen, you hate this book. And you're right, I did. But since I read it, a lot of discourse has come out about this book. I've read a lot of interviews. I've talked to a lot of other readers. I've read reviews. I've watched book discussions. And I'm going to go into it with fresh eyes so that I can discuss it with Elizabeth from Reading Riley and Summer from Seasons Readings on my podcast very, very soon. So I need to reread it, have a fresh perspective, and really dive in and discuss all the juicy bits of this book. If you don't know what it's about this girl named Samantha that feels like an outsider. She meets this like clique of rich girls that call each other Bunny, and they have this like kind of club called the Smut Salon that they go to, and weird things happen. So I'm going to be reading this and discussing it on my podcast. And then the last one is Lady Killer by Catherine Wood. This is a fairly new release. I'm going to be reading this and discussing this on Sav's channel for her book club Lights Out. It's going to be Sav, Hannah, and myself discussing this. So I hope you join us. I forget the date of the discussion, but I'll like pop it on the screen here so you can plan to pick it up and read it and discuss it with us on that date. Everyone has a story, but not everyone's story is true. When a young woman vanishes from her remote Greek island estate, her best friend races to find her, using clues found in the explosive manuscript she left behind. So, it sounds like it's going to be really, really good. So, let's quickly go over the books that I will be reading in the month of September. Lady Killer, Bunny, Your Table is Ready, The Final Gambit, Another Kind, Whiz Kit, In the Weeds, Thanks You Saving a Fire, I Am Pilgrim. These are the books that I have on my September TBR. Let me know if you like the TBR jar and if you like the scratch off cards, and also let me know which book you really want to hear my thoughts on. Other than that, I hope everybody is having a lovely day or night, and I'll see you guys again in another video very soon. Bye, friends.